The SAPOL Serious Crime Task Force are conducting investigations into aggravated robberies on gaming rooms and licensed premises. Currently there are 26 offences that we are investigating that have occurred since the 1st of January 2019. To this date we've arrested 16 offenders for at least one or more robberies. Today, as part of our investigation, over 90 members of SAPOL conducted inquiries with either addresses or persons associated or of interest to aggravated robberies. As a result of that deployment, 58 premises were searched, approximately $2,000 of stolen goods were seized, 8 people have been arrested, 7 people have been reported, 1 person has been arrested for trafficking in a controlled drug. We've seized a taser and OC spray. 4 people were issued expiation notices for cannabis-related offences. There were 12 expiation notices, 82 alcohol tests and 35 drug works conducted. As part of our investigation, we continue to collaborate with external agencies, the Australian Hotels Association and Clubs Association, and we provide security advice to those venues. And we also continue to receive valuable information from the community through Crime Stoppers. So I'd ask anyone with any information about any robbery offence to contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000.
This is a fairly unprecedented measure to do this targeted raid and search of properties like this in relation to these sort of robberies.
Yes, we're always looking for new avenues of investigation, and the investigation's twofold. Firstly, to target addresses and people we think may be persons of interest, but also to send a visible sight or visitable presence to the community, because these offences create significant fear within the community. So it's a twofold purpose.
Can you detail which arrests linked to which crimes?
So the arrests were for non-robbery related offending. We still have investigations, and we've gathered a lot of intelligence with respect to our robbery offences. So I guess that's the third reason we've done it.
And what sort of gangs do you think these people are involved with? Obviously it's Crime Gangs Task Force that's been behind this.
No. What we found is we've investigated the links between robberies. Some robberies have been linked to certain offenders, but we haven't found an organised crime group behind these robberies.
Sorry, the 58 property searches, when did they take part?
Today.
They were all today?
Yes.
Wow.
So we had 90 members from various areas of SAPOL conducting targeted searching of addresses, checking home detention conditions, parole conditions, bail conditions.
And whereabouts did they take place?
All through the metropolitan area.
And the 26 offences, so is this a significant kind of jump compared to what you're used to? Or?
Yes, it is a jump from last year. Robberies are categorised in different specifics. So my area specifically investigates licensed venues or gaming rooms, robberies of a complex nature, or where there's a reason for a serious crime task force to be involved.
So to clarify, there was no arrest in relation to actual aggravated robberies of gaming licence premises?
Not today, no. But there has been 16 since the 1st of January, and we know of offenders we're looking for, and that was part of the reason for our operation today. But as you can understand, some of those actively avoid us.
So aggravated robberies, is that sort of holding up, you know, say a servo or something like that? Is that,
Yeah.
does that fall under that?
Yeah, so aggravated robbery is if you're in company with other offenders or in possession of a weapon.
What were the other arrests for?
So the other arrests varied. So they were for prohibited weapons, theft, first instant warrants, 2 parole board warrants, stolen goods, etc.
And you now have a number of lines of inquiry from today's searches?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Not that I can comment on them, but what I would say is we have received numerous Crime Stoppers information about our robberies. It's really pleasing to see that the community assists us like that. Sometimes we get a name of an offender, but we would like to know everything that people know, because they might not think it's important, but it might be that one piece that we need to fit together the puzzle.
Do you think these people that are involved in further crime, perhaps drugs or trafficking?
Yes. So historically, there are very few offenders that are limited to one specific type of offending. They normally diversify. So that's another reason for our operation today, is to capture any offending and remove those people from the community so that we can reduce that fear.
What can you attribute the rise in these ag robberies to?
I don't know that there's one common denominator. Obviously, a lot of our offending is as a result of drugs, reliance on drugs, drug debts. It is a significant problem in our community, drug use and drug debt. That's the area I'm in, is serious and organised crime branch, so part of my area is drug investigation and crime gangs investigation. So our area is very well linked and look for synergies between those things.
Do you think gaming rooms need to not have so much cash?
I think there's a number of steps that gaming rooms can take, and there are a lot of steps they are taking. We are very pleased in the efforts they're making, and we work closely with the Australian Hotels Association and other gaming venues. But it's about not having large amounts of cash. It's about, if you see a person acting suspiciously, ring the police on 131 444 and police will attend. If you have CCTV of that footage, download it for us in the USB or send it to police media section. And then we can follow up those lines of inquiries, because quite often these people scope out those premises and security prior to doing the robbery.
Do you think these 26 offences are all linked? Do you think they're all done by one?
No,
police?
definitely not. No. Of the 16 we've arrested, there's only a couple of linkages between people.
And do they spread out in terms of the aggravated offences? Are they in one pocket of that?
No, certainly not there. And the reason for our operation today, conducting through all the districts, so Western, Southern, Eastern and Northern districts, is because we have a spread out of the robberies and including country areas. So my teams of investigators have been going to country areas and working with country detectives to solve robberies.
Do you believe there's been an escalation of violence in relation to are they getting more violent?
It's hard to say in comparison, but what I will say is there have been some very violent offences, which is why we're taking the stance we are. People need to be reminded that the penalty for aggravated robbery is life imprisonment, and assisting an offender in an aggravated robbery holds some significant penalties as well. So those people that perhaps drive a getaway car, keep lookout, dispose of the proceeds or assist the offender in not being prosecuted can be arrested for assisting those offenders.
So is the government making your job a bit harder by introducing, poker machines that you can pay for with notes? Isn't that by implication kind of increasing the amount of money that they will have?
I don't think that's really for me to comment on, but I think what I can say is that we work really closely with the agencies, and at the end of the day, nobody forces anybody to do armed robberies. It's a decision that the individual makes, and what I'm saying to those individuals is we have teams of detectives looking for you. We will not stop till we get you, and we take it very, very seriously.
Chief Inspector, on a different